Hey, millennials, I'm speaking to you. Here's your Clarion call. You need to hear this. Silicon Valley censorship has radically escalated over the past several months, banning pre election reporting by the New York Post about the Biden family, denouncing and deleting multiple posts from the US president, and then terminating his access altogether. So many people migrated to Parler. It catapulted to the #1 spot on the list of the most downloaded apps on the Apple Play Store. And listeners, before I begin, the actions at the Capitol are unacceptable. But to ban Trump, big tech has officially declared more communication power than the president of the United States. I mean, nobody elected them, but they control what future presidents can say. I mean, really, where is the freedom of speech? German Chancellor Angela Merkel, Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny, various French ministers, and especially the Mexican president Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador all denounced the banning of Trump and other acts of censorship by tech monopolies on the grounds that they were anointing themselves as, quote, a world media power. Many Americans, particularly those who are liberals, forget that newly elected VP Kamala Harris lost her presidential race for calling for the complete and total shutdown of President Donald Trump.
Senator Warren, I just want to say that I was surprised to hear that you did not agree with me that on this subject of what should be the rules around corporate responsibility for these big tech companies, when I called on Twitter to suspend Donald Trump's account, that you did not agree, and I would urge you to join me.
So, look, I don't just want to push Donald Trump off Twitter. I want to push him out of the White House. That's our job.
So join me in saying that his Twitter account should be shut down.
And many Americans forget that Elizabeth Warren trolled Facebook's ad policy by running a series of Facebook ads falsely claiming that Mark Zuckerberg endorsed President Trump to prove a point that big tech isn't doing enough to regulate false information online. In October, the House Judiciary Subcommittee on Antitrust, Commercial, and Administrative Law issued a 425-page report concluding that Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google all possess monopoly power and are using that power anti-competitively. Google is currently in a lawsuit for abusing their power of its search engine and mobile operating systems to boost its YouTube video service over their rival Rumble. In August, Fortnite maker Epic Games filed a lawsuit against Apple and Google, stating that the requirements that all mobile apps and in-game purchases must only come through their services. And get this, Amazon, for instance, is one of the CIA's most profitable partners ever, with a $600 million contract to provide the services to the agency. And get this, they also own the cloud service for Parler. In the weeks and days leading up to January 6th, according to the New York Times, Telegram, Parler, Reddit, and sites like the Donald.win all discussed insurrection of the Capitol. On Facebook and Twitter, official accounts from the most repressive and violent regimes on earth, including Saudi Arabia, the Ayatollah, and pages devoted to propaganda on behalf of the Egyptian regime, are currently online. And listeners, ask yourself, do you really think these tech giants have a genuine concern for violence and extremism? What people need to realize is this: he's the president of the United States. Okay, if the president can't get his message out, he'll use another Twitter account, or he'll use whitehouse.gov with many followers resharing his content online. When the left call for censorship on people who they disagree with and call for the president of the United States to be banned for using his most influential platform, you sound authoritarian. And listeners, you must realize that censorship is the exact opposite of freedom of speech. We need to hold social media companies accountable.